Request. It's a request show live right here on the award-winning CBJ Radio. Georgia Rockers, the Cranberry Merchants, they're at it again. A couple months back, we debuted their latest single, Nerve, right here on the show. And today, they released a brand new music video for the song. And now Steve and Diane are back on the show telling us all about the brand new video. It's always exciting to have the couple back on the show. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks so much for having us on.
Thank you.
Well, first, you went to Indiana for Thanksgiving. How was it? I heard Diane say it was cold.
It was cold. Otherwise there was no bad weather. I think we drove home in drizzle, but otherwise it was beautiful, just kind of chilly.
It must have been the same front. It's the holiday front that comes through every year.
I think it was.
Yeah, because it seems like every time we're up there, we usually will stop by like his family's cemetery to put flowers or whatever, and it's always just freezing there. It's always windy and freezing.
Yeah.
Well, and you still sound a little stuffed up. How are you feeling, Diane?
I'm getting better. I've had a cold for probably about a week and a half now, I guess, but it's getting there.
It chilled you right to the bone and gave you a cold. You damn Southerners. That's the problem. But well, Nerve, this song, so it came out like October 27th, end of October. How's it been going? Because it seems like it's been getting played on more places. You're like on metal shows and stuff.
Yeah, we're getting played an awful lot with that one.
Yeah, because we've actually gotten a little bit more exposure on it on like some hard rock stations, and in fact, we got some airplay on a regular like FM station in Tennessee that has been playing it, and pretty regular. So it's like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Why? Why do you think it is? I mean, it's a darker song, but I mean, what's the reason?
I think maybe it's saying something a lot of us have been wanting to say for a while, and maybe it touched a nerve.
It definitely has touched a nerve in a lot of people. So the song came out end of October. Did we know we were going to do a music video for this song, or did we think about it? When did it start?
Actually, yeah, we did know that we wanted to do a video. I had probably started filming little bits and pieces maybe about a week or so before we released the song.
Yeah.
And because I had been experimenting with that stop motion software, and I thought, well, let's see if it can do something besides just Lego. And so I started experimenting around that time, and thought, yeah, I think we could probably get enough stuff to do a whole video this way.
Yeah, well, this is stop motion and it's regular motion. I mean, how much, what is it, about 50-50? How much stop motion is in this?
Yeah, it's probably about half and half, because we're also doing some experimentation like with slow motion kind of feature that's just on the iPhone. But yeah, I would say about half and half.
That sounds right.
Are we still using the iPhone 8?
We are.
Wow.
I'm just going to use it till it dies.
Fact.
Holy cow, it's still the iPhone 8. I actually went and traded mine in because they told me I had to, else I was never going to get anything for the damn thing. So keep an eye out for that. Well, the Nerve, the music video, it came out today. Go on YouTube, go and check it out. We'll put a link up in the chat room. Scroll down, join the chat. Where was this filmed? We know like a video's been filmed in every room of your guys' house. Where's this one being filmed?
A lot of it in the basement. I think there was some upstairs where we did I usually do my guitar stuff. There's kind of like a little part of the living room, dining room.
It's like a little alcove, and it's got a handy overhead light, and it's kind of enclosed, so it's easy to make kind of like a little set within that little alcove. So sometimes we'll use that. We'll just hang up like some black sheets or something as a background.
Yeah.
So we use that, and then a lot of it was just like the stop motion stuff was filmed on the same tables that all of our Lego stop motion stuff was filmed on.
Yeah, most of it in the basement, all over the house. The Moore Studios in Georgia. So first off, the stick guy right at the beginning. Let's go through the video some here. The stick guy. First thing I thought of was Tool's Sober.
Oh, had thought of that. Yeah, had thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, my first thought would have been We Close Our Eyes by Go West, because they use those kind of artist model kind of things in their video. I think that's probably the first place I saw that used, but that was like back in the mid 80s.
Because how big is this guy? Is he like 3 inches? Is he like 30 inches?
Maybe about 8 inches tall.
8 inches or a foot, maybe, if even that tall. I do that.
Yeah, I don't think he's a foot tall, but yeah, about 8 inches tall.
So he's kind of like a normal action figure type size.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sort of, yeah. About the size of like a G.I. Joe or something.
Yeah. What the hell's the hand? Where did you get that?
That is also, it's like an artist model hand. And you get it, you can get them like at a craft store, like a Michael's or, Hobby Lobby, someplace like that. And yeah, we saw both and we thought, well, which do we want to get? Let's just get both and we'll see what we can do with them since they're posable. And it's like, well, that might be a good thing to experiment with the stop motion.
And the hand is also, the hand is life size. It's about the size of like a small woman's hand.
About the size of my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like a mannequin hand or something. Something weird. And then the sawing of the head. I mean, we delve right into the song. What's the symbolism all going on here with the toy melting, the middle finger? What are we telling people?
It's basically all just kind of, I guess, symbolic of the torture that these kind of people inflict on others. By being annoying. We have the little doll in there that is just kind of, I guess you could say, symbolic of the crybaby mentality of this sort of person that is just getting on your nerves.
Yeah. And then truth, reality, responsibility. Where did we come up with that?
Well, that's basically kind of the core of a lot of what the person this is aimed at, or the type of people this is aimed at, are doing to avoid. They avoid truth, they avoid responsibility, just to kind of get what they want and try to kind of retool these sort of things to work to their advantage. So that's kind of why those words were getting ripped up.
Yeah, ripping them to shreds in the Nerve video. We're chatting with Steve and Diane from the Cranberry Merchants. Go check them out, cranberrymerchants.com. They're on Facebook, Instagram, X. Video for Nerve is out today. Go and watch it. The eyeball in the soup, this thing looks real. What is this?
That was, I think, some Halloween candy.
It's like gummy candy that we found at a Halloween store.
And we were just trying to make it look like some kind of a concoction from a mad scientist laboratory. And I think we had just taken a glass of water and chucked some Alka-Seltzer in there and put these gummy body parts in there. And that's Diane just bringing it up towards the camera. So
you're like, wow, that's really creepy.
Yeah,
that looks real.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
Huh. Crazy. How hard was it? Was it the Simpsons shirt, Steve, because it glows in the dark, or what?
Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, that's why I got it. I knew that I had one Halloween shirt that glowed in the dark, and was like, oh, let's use this for the black light. Yes, and it worked.
Yeah, it works. And then the brain, where do we get that at the Halloween store?
Yeah, we did. It was one of those kind of little pop-up Halloween stores that just show up around the season.
Yeah.
And we found that because we were actually specifically looking for that, just to kind of, there in the bridge, sort of demonstrating, someone being brainwashed and pretty much their mentality being cooked to order, according to whatever their little politics are or whatever. And being served up.
Well, and also the brain being chained up and only being allowed to think this much, or only being able to do this much, and all the symbolism you can do with that.
Yeah, because the chains, was that a real chain, or what is that?
No, that was from Dollar Tree.
Yeah, it's a plastic chain.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It moved easier than a real chain, so it's like, oh yeah, we can animate this a lot easier. Cool.
Well, and then you wrap it. Is that Diane's hand that we wrap the chain around and then cut it off?
No, that was me.
Yeah, that was Steve.
That was me.
Oh, okay, so that's Steve's hand. We weren't afraid that Diane was actually going to cut your arm off?
Not with that hacksaw, no.
Yeah, that hacksaw was real, and that one, it was pretty scary. It had kind of, we found it in the garage, and it had been sitting there like for ages, so it was like basically a tetanus shot waiting to happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't look like it got much use because it was pretty rusty.
That's probably the most dangerous shot in the video, I would guess.
Yeah.
Don't get any of that shit on me.
Exactly.
I'll have to go to the hospital. How much money did we spend on the video?
Not too much, really, because some of the props I think we already had.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff was just like from the dollar store, like the styrofoam skull. Well, and the plastic one too, I think was from there.
Yeah.
And the chains. And so, I mean, probably total maybe about $30 or something on props.
Yeah, because that would be for the mannequin hand, and the jigsaw puzzle probably are the big money items in that video.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing. You can do your own music video for less than $50, and it comes out like this. I mean, but how long did it take you?
Probably I would say about a total of 6 weeks, maybe something like that.
Yeah, because that's shooting it and editing it and doing everything else. Because, well, I was waiting for the puzzle. I'm like, okay, we saw a picture of Steve putting a damn puzzle together. Where the hell's the puzzle at in this thing? Finally, we get it at the end, the globe puzzle. This thing looks pretty massive, though. How long did it take you to put the puzzle together?
That was the biggest time-consuming thing.
Yeah, that was the most time-consuming part of the video.
How long did that take us? My goodness.
Because we had to kind of double team on that, and I don't even know how many hours that took. It was probably over the course of about 2 weeks. At least
we both realized that we suck at puzzles, so we had to double up on that. But we got it done, and I was very happy with that shot. That's exactly what I was wanting done with it. And Diane's like, "Oh, let's try this," and then I'll reverse the footage, and
Yeah, because did we put it together completely and then break it down, or did you shoot it as you went?
We put it together completely, and then started taking it apart, and then just reversed the shot for it to go back together.
Well, and it had to be at least 1,000 pieces. That thing looked like a pretty damn big puzzle.
It was 1,000 pieces, about 3 foot across. Yeah.
Okay. You guys don't have any kids, so it kind of worried me that you had 2 dolls in the video.
Well, one of the dolls came from Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
It was solely for the purpose of that. The other little doll, the one that fits in that little rocking chair, that was something that I guess you could almost say it kind of came with the rocking chair.
Yeah.
I think we had mentioned previously when we talked about the cover art that little rocking chair came from a thrift store.
Yeah.
My mom used to get stuff like that, and she'd get like little dolls, and she was a really good seamstress. So a lot of times she would make little clothes for them and then try to resell them, at the thrift store or whatever. And that particular little doll happened to be sitting in that rocking chair. I guess she intended on making some clothes or something for it and just never got around to it. But it kind of came with the rocking chair, and we thought it looked pretty creepy, really. But so it's like, all right, well, we'll use that doll too.
Yeah, well, because why did we use 2? Was there anything to the different dolls?
The baby that you see most in the video, the bald one, that was from the dollar store, and I think we used that one just because his head spun around and he was kind of more posable.
And we also thought it's like, well, if we decide to do something that might destroy the doll, then it's, we've only lost $125. So.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to damage the old doll that's been sitting in the chair for 800 years. Wow. And then the lights on here, because the doll face at the beginning, Steve's face with the blue lights, even the shot with Steve's guitar the one time, his guitar looks blue. I mean, were we going for something instead of the normal purple Cranberry Merchants, or just the vibe because this is a darker song?
Well, mainly just going with, we have a pretty big black light. I mean, we have the light bulbs that you can screw into a regular light bulb socket, but we have a pretty big, I guess it's probably about 1.5 feet across.
Yeah.
And it's a huge black light. We're just seeing what we can do with that. It actually, the way my guitar looks, it's actually a cranberry colored guitar. It kind of made it turn out almost sort of forest green.
Well,
really. Yeah.
Well, in some shots, it looks more green or blue, and some of it, I adjusted the hue of the shot digitally to some extent, just for the sake of adding different color to some of the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, unless it was just my screen, one time, I was like, man, his guitar looks blue.
Yeah.
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 That's got to be the same guitar, but yeah. I mean, well, and then the ending shots, I mean, we had to throw my Lego character in there getting chased out of the scene.
Duh.
Yeah, I mean, he can't be off the hook completely.
And we can't go without 0 Legos in a video. I mean, we got to throw something in there.
You know?
We thought, well, but because I thought for a while, what should chase you? I thought maybe having the baby crawling after you, but it wasn't really posable enough. It's like, well, the hand is pretty good at chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the hand, and I like the fact that I'm still alive. So I'm still alive and kicking.
We think.
Yeah.
We think, yeah. I'm not in jail. I'm not eaten, so the hand chasing me is perfect. So, I mean, this is the darkest video you guys have done. I mean, the song is probably the darkest song you've ever done. So what were we thinking? I mean, this has got to be dark. This has got to be creepy. What?
We were just trying to come up with as many, not really disturbing images, but I mean, we're just trying to keep it with the theme of the song, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, to make some of the images, I guess you could say, kind of nerve grating.
Yeah.
As far as just, having that kind of little disturbing edge to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many takes was the slow-mo of Steve headbanging?
I think we did, about
3 or 4?
Yeah, something like that, because I think he did about, it might have been like 4 or 5, and when we got to the last one, he was getting lightheaded. So it's like, okay, well, I guess we got enough.
I'm old. I don't care.
I'm lightheaded. My hair's everywhere. We're done. You can use one of those. But man, well, congratulations, guys. Way to go, Diane. Way to go, Steve. You guys totally knocked it out of the park again. And nerve, I mean, it is striking a nerve with everyone. So
yeah, and we're happy with the way it's been going. And also, we'd like to give a little shout out to our friend Magpie Sally.
Yes.
At the very, very end of the video, you see the doll saying "nerve." That was his work.
Yeah.
He's very good at doing that kind of animation with some AI software. So he helped us with that final shot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So did he do the beginning and the end, and then there's like that blue thing? Is that his doing?
He only did the end, just with the baby saying "nerve."
Oh, okay.
He only did that part, but it was a huge help because we couldn't do that on our own.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, and then where did you get the graphics for like the nerve or the brain or whatever the hell at the beginning and the end?
That was actually just some generic footage from a one of those kind of static lights.
Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was generic footage from one of those that I used for the intro and the end.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it works. Thanks, Magpie Sally, for the creepier doll at the end. Saying nerve. Christmas, what are we doing for Christmas?
Going up to her folks.
Yeah, we'll be going up to Maryland to spend it with my brothers.
Nice. From Indiana to Maryland. You're hitting all the stops this year.
You know?
Well, that's pretty much how it's been the whole time we've been married. We go one place or the other for the holidays, for the most part.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, safe travels. Happy holidays. Go and support them. Nerve. The video is out now. So is the single. And thanks so much for debuting the song right here and coming on and explaining the video to us.
Thank you for having us on so we can do all those things.
Thank you so much.
It's Steve and Diane Moore. Well, I mean, we can't let you go. What's next? What's in the what's going on? I mean, holidays and then we regroup?
after the holidays, we're going back in the studio, and we were in the studio about a week or so ago, and we liked what we had come up with, but we didn't love it. So we're going to go back in the studio after the holidays and see if we can tweak that and get something new for you right after the new year.
Nice. It's a country song. That's what's coming.
Maybe. I know. I'm kind of leaning towards a rocker. I don't know if we'll be getting out the 12-string or the synthesizer on this one. I think we might need a rocker.
We'll see.
Yeah.
They're keeping
Even
it going.
we don't know yet.
Yeah, you never know. Something's coming. That's all we know, but we don't know what. Go and check them out. Go and follow them. It's the Cranberry Merchants. Here it is. It's Nerve. It's a request show. CBJRadio.com. It's like, what the hell show is this?